win in this one solves all problems and gets you those valuable bragging rights. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on another team from the ACC, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Gators trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll race it to the house. Touch! This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Looking to take a shot. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Trying to take it back. He's inside the 40. They finally make the stop, and not only they... Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Guys, let's look big picture Miami. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program. When you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
And you hear it all off season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and then they'll get themselves into those rankings.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that 1st down.
And the Hurricanes will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Boone. Flushed out of the pocket. Bought a little time. Lets it go. That's caught. It's Carr. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42. And the Canes are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Canes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outdo the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to
Turning it on! The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him.
And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. So that touchdown nullified by the penalty in the red zone. Here comes the offense on first down. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Carr. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. To the air, it's Boone. Oh, they're after him! And he was drilled just as he released the pass. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Upshaw. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop. Or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire. And those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens. But you've got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for the team.
And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Carr. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
Back to pass. It's Boone. Unloads it left. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. They're dealing with a second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Makes the grab over the middle. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. Flips it out on the screen. Down Miami. Made the grab, and They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. It's a draw. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And they try to sneak the draw play in there and try to show pass right away, get it to the running back. Defense not fooled in the slightest. Nice job getting upfield, getting to the running back, getting him on the ground.
Second down, they'll go to the air, using the quick game. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Look, as an offense, we're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that third down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not by much.
Right on the money. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And this offense has a chance to pull even as we get deep in the first half. Defense trying to hold it. Touchdown, Hurricane! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Every coach in the country talks about finishing half.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what? Oh, he's got some space. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. Leaves it with the back. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Enough to move the chains.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
The Canes getting set on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Boone. Got his man quickly. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the first down. The Hurricanes have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. This crowd knows when to bring it. They'll give it to him again. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. And the Hurricanes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Trying to surge it in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job.
Touchdown, Canes! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. They'll run it from the gun. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Canes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Might as well stick with him. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking to throw on first down. The quick out. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback can go in the other direction.
Back to the ground game on the left. Oh, what a move. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Really nice run there, and you've seen him do this a time and time again in this game so far. You've got the lead. We're way late in the third quarter now. Not going to surprise me if they just keep leaning on this guy a little bit. Keep force-feeding him the football, because he's looking really good.
It's complete to the right. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Scanning the field, it's Boone. Snags it. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. That's his third touchdown pass of the day. The defense. Power football with the run. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Nice move to keep running. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game. I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
The clock has stopped for the timeout, and we have reached the final 2 minutes in this one.
And this is why checkdowns are so big. There's a lot of quarterbacks in these types of situations on 3rd down. They just want to make the home run, highlight-type throw. But a nice job being poised and making a good decision, checking it down to the running back here.
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. And the Canes, with a long
with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
After that incompletion, now 4th down in your own end. With this much time left, do you trust your defense to get a stop? That's the question you got to ask yourself. If you don't, then you need to go for this right now, and you need to try to go win this game.
Going over the top. Makes the catch. Converts on 4th down. Is still on his feet. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Pass interference. Defense.
The big gain on offense, and the play will stand. The offense declines the penalty. So it's 1st and 10 after that costly defensive penalty on 4th down. To the air on 1st down. Sets up the screen. There he goes. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. The Canes will have it 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. He's got it. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. From the shotgun, the inside give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. They'll try to run it in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. He's not going to make it to the sticks, and what a stop against one of the best 3rd down offenses in the country. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. That was fun, and it was big time, and it is a confidence builder to come through waiting moments and win a game like that.
Confidence builder, dream maker, right? Those are the things you dreamed about in the backyard, throwing it up with the clock running down. You're going to make the play to win. Your offense is going to come through in the clutch. Jesse, that's exactly what they did.
No doubt about it, David. That's a tough situation to be in. There's so much pressure on these individual players to have to step up and have to make that big play. But you can see the belief they had in each other, the respect they have for each other, and now moving forward.